Right, hey everybody, we are actually
Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends now, I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Not sure what the gusts are, but
well, there's Louie and her
definitely,
no telling what they're gonna do.
I think we're
You
seeing a
know
little
he's
higher gusts.
got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the
Trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Ooh, yeah. Away. What's up? I forgot the countdown timer. You probably didn't know when we were going live. Oh, I forgot. Oh, well. All right, what's cooking, everybody? We are live from Oldsmar, Florida. The dogs are back home, so we'll start today with Louie, and then we'll show Hunter tomorrow. How about that? Is that a deal, buddy? The end of the song, Mr. Bill. That's right. Good morning, Stacy from St. Thomas. Brian. Hey, appreciate that nice little compliment over there on YouTube, Mr. Brian Morris. Quiet day. What's up, Miss Shelley Ross? Shelley had a well, someone's already sleeping. Oh, all right. We're going to talk weather. I might keep this one a little short and sweet. I don't know. I ramble on every day of the week, but a little bit to talk about. Tropics are quiet. We're going to talk about old Cindy and this heat coming leading up to July 4th. We got Canadian wildfire smoke up in the upper Great Lakes region we're going to talk about. So, you ready, buddy? All right, so our Daily Brew, obviously, streaming live here on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. So welcome, everybody. It is brought to you by our good buddies at ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits. Beautiful picture here in the great state of Florida. Soon to be stocking up on the brand new Taste of Freedom. Red, white, and blue. American beer from TBBC. Gotta get you some. Here's the satellite map. Out there. And yeah, things are quiet. Let's heat advisories are up. I don't know if any of y'all have an air conditioner like I do in my garage. But never really hurts to have a room that you could put a portable AC in. This time of year, if you ever lose power. and pull out your old trusty Furman generator and having a way to keep cool, because we're talking heat indexes in some areas triple digits, 110 plus, like unbelievable heat. Like I was in Gainesville Sunday and it was the hottest I can remember in a long time. So, man, I hope everybody's AC stay rocking and rolling and don't give out on you. What's up, Mr. Dale? Bill, I got a little room, I got a little window shaker unit that I put in the garage years ago. It's our spot to go to, I guess, if we ever have to cool off. But knock on wood, Tico's been pretty good here. We actually had enough power. It survived all the way through Irma. We didn't even lose power during Irma, which is amazing. A lot of our power lines here in Upper Pinellas are buried underground. So, but, all right. About time to do a raffle. What's up, Lydia? I need to reach out. Jason, you watching? We should do a raffle again, man. Those are always really cool to promote, man. I got this little guy right here. Oh, man. Hunter just attacked Louis. So I got this little guy. I'm going to do this today, but I got a bunch of these awesome little Furman generators. But I got this little guy right here. This is the best little unit in the planet right here. Almost no decibels. This is going to be in the back of my truck for storm chase season. It's the most coolest little unit on the planet, man. It's got USB, quiet, hardly uses any gas. So I think I'm going to go out there and do a little maintenance today. I'm getting my truck slowly transferred into storm chasing mode. So I got 4 5-gallon tanks ready to put in there permanently, ready on standby. I just got the transmission fluid changed yesterday. It was acting up on me. So far, so good. I think it just broke down in that Gainesville heat, and it was due for a change. So I had it flushed yesterday at my good buddy Leon's Goodyear. But this is my favorite little generator. You can get 30% off on this bad boy just by clicking on that link there. So if you go to this link right here, get 30% off Furman, click on that. Let's say you want to buy that little guy. So normally the price is $800. So let's buy one. Add it to the cart. You go to checkout. Guess what? Now that $800 generator is now $581. $300, almost a $250 savings. So don't forget that. And Sarah, by the way, a minute ago, Sarah was a little mad at me because Julie did the dishes, and this is the only cup that I had in the cupboard. So Sarah was like, "Dad, that's my cup." So today is Princess Tuesday. But anyway, let's talk about the weather. This is upper level winds. Say some highs. What's up, Mr. Jonathan? Eric over there. What's up, Eric? Eric says, "Hey, Louis, got my new Bass Pro Shop shirt, by the way." I haven't been to a Bass Pro Shop in years. Went to the one in Gainesville. That place is amazing. I'll tell you what. What an amazing store. What's up, Tronzy Bit? I'm ready, Eric, to rock. There's just no storms right now. Heat index is the story. Darsoul, right? What's up? Guinea pig's doing good. Doesn't make a lot of noise yet, Shelly. It purrs when you pet the back, though. It's really the weirdest thing ever. Like, it'll, like, shudder. Like, it likes to be pet, and it purrs like a cat. And I think they named it Frankie. That's official, so. Anyway. What's up, Miss Katie Haley? Yeah, Panhandle. Pensacola might have 110 plus heat index today, which is unheard of. Well, it's normal. I mean, I'm not making drama. Somebody's like, "Oh, everything happens." Weather happens, right? You hype a Cat 5 hurricane. Well, it's just normal. It happens. Well, heat happens. But anyway, here we got a low pressure system, right? And man, we got a lot of fires up here in Canada. So the one story happening right now is these winds around this low pressure area, jet stream kind of dipping south, bringing in a lot of smoke. You don't want that. That's a good Bailey Zimmerman song. So that's that one story of the day right here. So let's take a look at a couple things. Let's go to zoom.earth. I have a link down here at the bottom, zoom.earth. You can click on the fires. Here are more wildfires again in Canada. Out of control, 44,000, 10,000, 126,000 acres out of control. 63,000, 20. So, man, fires are just taking over Canada. Look at all these fires in Canada. I just don't understand. Look at all these fires happening in Canada right now. It's amazing. But anyway, we have a low pressure area here, and as this thing spins, it spins in all this wildfire smoke. So we've had a lot of fans telling us that live Chicago area. You know, that's incredible, the far reaching of our pages, you know, on Instagram and TikTok and all the social media platforms. But we have people that watch this not only in the South and Florida, but everywhere. And a lot of folks are telling me it's really bad up there from the smoke. And here you can kind of see it. This is our low pressure spinning. And as the low pressure spins, it brings in that smoke. And with visible satellite now, you really see it. I'm talking like, let's look at some high resolution, hydromatic. Hey, what song's that? This car is hydromatic. Shelly, you missed my TikTok live last night. Man, you can do a geocolor map that's 25 megabytes. We'll go with the 8 megabyte variety right now because I don't want to crash Chrome. All right. Whoa, man, it's great, incredible. Here's some high resolution satellite. So, hey, Eric, I appreciate that, buddy. $9.99. You the man. Eric donated to the site. Thank you. Lady Butterfly from Dunedin. Trying to read your avatar, Eric. What is that? I love what? Can't see it. Philip, thanks from Walt Disney World. Been there many a times as a youngin'. Took my kids there. Never again. I hate crowds. I hate Interstate 4. And I hate crowds. So, Brian, that is a cool portable, man. It's such a nice unit. Oh my God. They have new ones now that are push button, remote start. There's not a, hey, listen, I have an email, Mike's Weather Page at gmail.com. My buddy Phil monitors that because we get literally 100 emails a day. But if you put on there and say, Mike told me so, and you submit a photo. Oh, Shelly went by. Grease Lightning. That's right, Christopher Vaughn. What's up, buddy? Did I ever tell you my funny story about high school? I used to watch Grease Lightning when I was a kid in middle school, and I thought all the kids in high school were the size of the Grease, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm this little kid, you know, not even 100 pounds, soaking wet, and I'm like, I'm going to high school, and that's what high school looks like. I was so afraid of high school because I thought everybody in high school looked like the Grease characters. Oh, Lord. But anyway, here's the current high-resolution satellite, man, and it is incredible. And this haze right here, you can see smoke. Not only in Michigan, but spreading over to Minnesota. And we even have heavy smoke there down in Illinois, Indiana, getting into Ohio. I saw earlier that this smoke. Let's do a smoke path. I gotta check my security camera here. I hear something out there idling. I wonder who the heck's out there idling. Oh, what the hell that is? There's my chair out there. The evidence. Huh. No, what it was. There's my evidence from last night. The chair. Me and my chair. Probably made the neighbors mad. I was blasting music till midnight. There's the smoke. Incredible, though, that the wildfire smoke up here in Canada can make its way down into the U.S. There is a model map that you can look at that on the HRRR. I don't know if it's on any free sites, but on paid site here, you can at least see it. This is the expected smoke trail today, and right now you can see it. And it's going to spiral around, and by later this afternoon, we're going to see some of this smoke into Kentucky, into West Virginia, into maybe Virginia. Some of this smoke is actually is going to make its way down into Tennessee and North Carolina later tonight. That's something else. So there's your smoke trail. So definitely tonight, late tonight, in the mountains of Tennessee and Carolinas, you're going to see some smoke. You're going to smell it tonight. Barry Zimmerman's got a song called "You Don't Want That Smoke." I love that song. There's wildfire smoke. Incredible, right? Let's talk about, since we're talking about dust, let's flip it over to the Caribbean and talk about the dust coming. So tropics are quiet right now. There's a few waves out there. That wave that I kept talking about that might make it to the islands by this time next week is not getting a lot of support. A lot of it, I think, is this right here alone. But this is your dust coming in from Africa. So remember, these strong trade winds rolling this time of year, very strong, and picks up this dust from the Saharan desert, and it brings it all the way to the Caribbean. Sometimes it brings it into the Gulf. So we are looking at this for the July 4th weekend. So we got a little bit coming over top of the islands. A bigger plume is going to be coming on the 29th, so 2 days from now. So about Thursday, there's that big plume. Now watch this work its way. Puerto Rico, the 30th, Hispaniola. It's going to actually reach the Caymans down in Jamaica. But look towards July 4th. It's actually going to probably make its way into Florida, the Keys, and maybe the upper Gulf into Texas. So that looks like we're going to see some of this smoke or dust make it into the Gulf. This is by July 4th weekend. So that's going to be interesting. You can see a really good map here of my Fox Hurricane. It really animates it very well right here. You can see it only goes out a bunch of days. This only goes to the 29th, but look at that concentration of smoke. Dust. I keep saying smoke. It's smoke. It's dust. It's dust. How many times did I say smoke? Smoke up north, dust down south. Whoa. I was about to knock something off the table here when I hit the countertop. Let's do it. Let's hit a reset button. This is dust. So dust actually inhibits tropical development. It keeps the atmosphere kind of dry, and we'll see if there's anything that's going to make its way towards the islands this time next week. Tropicals, though, let's talk about tropics real quick. The only thing on the official map going on right now is this right here. This is Old Cindy, and NHC is giving it a 30% chance of redevelopment. It's going to be passing really close to Bermuda here in the next couple of days, probably more Wednesday, Thursday. Some of the models had it developing, heading up towards Nova Scotia, maybe Newfoundland. But, man, models have kind of backed off a little bit. However, if you look at current satellite, it looks pretty healthy. I'm very surprised by looking at this thing bubbling here. So, don't really want to take your eyes off of it. This is Old Cindy going north. We got a front line here. You can see that. The jet stream, everything's steering currents. Upper steering map here. You can see everything supports our system is somewhere probably about right here. You can see the steering maps pretty much preventing any East Coast movement. So everything's going north. The one interesting thing about our little system here is it's starting to enter a little region of less shear. If it can get over there just a little bit, there is some weakening shear tendency map too. This is about where our system's at, somewhere in this region right here. So shear isn't all that bad. Once it gets a little more north, it might enter a very more favorable area, but then the water temperatures cool down. So It's not, but so you look at it real time. Let's go to Weather Nerds. I mean, it looks pretty healthy. I'm surprised the amount of lightning is still going on with this thing. So I'm not saying it's done yet. Cindy's got a little bit left in her. This is old Cindy. This is weathernerds.org here. We can take a look. It's firing away. Very little surface circulation, so it's not designated. But there you go. It's firing. A lot of lightning, a lot of convection. You can see that effects of the wind shear coming in from the southwest, it appears. You can see the upper clouds getting kind of pushed off, but still got decent little, spinach. You look at the lower levels, you can see some spin. Really easy to point out. Here it is right here. You can see a little bubble, a little spin left. Not enough to designate it yet back to Cindy, but you can see where the little bump is, and Caribbean friends, we talked yesterday about that area down there entering you all. Right now it's just being blown in storms, but healthy nonetheless. Let's get a little Caribbean outlook here. This is that blob we showed yesterday. It did indeed make it, so there you go. We were talking about this yesterday. We have a lot of folks watching down there in the Caribbean. And this blob is not tropical. It's just passing through the islands in Trinidad and Tobago right now and all the Lesser Antilles. And it's going to be making its way westward. So there's that today, not tropical. And long range, the only spot, it's actually showing up now. Look at this. This little guy here is coming off of Africa. It was showing up around the 3rd, maybe around this area. So maybe watching that. Model support has not been that impressive with it. You can see it off in the distance here, coming in off of Africa right now. So, not seeing much at this moment of support. Overnight models have backed down quite a bit. We did have a little bit more ensemble support. And there's very little right now. So, no more, no less. We're still getting some signs. Maybe something's going to pop up after old Cindy. But this is quiet. This is your 10-day tropics map. And there's just really nothing. Doesn't mean things won't change. The Pacific's waking up. Let's show you that real quick. Well, Pacific's got a couple things going out there. We have 2 areas being watched in the Pacific. Both are red. So there's your Pacific. So usually when the Pacific's hot, the Atlantic's not. That's the old rule of thumb. But there's 2 systems out there right now. One's at 90, one's at 80. And you can always follow along with them at Tropical Tidbits here. If you go to current storms on Tropical Tidbits, you can see 91E looking pretty healthy. Look at that. That's Pacific 91E riding the coast there. And the spaghetti models keep it going off to see. Still has 94. No, yeah, we still got remnants of Cindy. So we still have a floater on it. There it is. I don't know how. Yeah, it's pretty recent. This is great imagery right here on Tropical Tidbits. Check this out. All right. So, interesting. As the satellite shows, our original surface circulation is here at the beginning, but it looks like our convection's trying to reposition over top of center. And that generally is when a system will start to try to redevelop or develop when the shear relaxes enough so the convection can build back over center. So it looks like it's trying. You got to watch these little guys in real time. The water temperatures aren't that warm right now. Usually you want 80 degrees Celsius. Still cool. It's only June. It's not we don't usually talk about systems in the Atlantic in June. So I gotta keep reminding myself. Usually June and July are pretty slow actually. So we're kind of not in the normal. Let's go to show data values. All right, so here is, I don't even have Bermuda on here. What's up with that? Where's Bermuda at? Is that it right here, or is that dirt on my screen? it's dirt on my screen. Bermuda's over here somewhere. They don't even have it on the map. But anyway, it's right off coast here. But here's the temperatures. Yeah, it's still 80. Huh? Not bad. So yeah, I mean it's got temperatures definitely warm enough. And then of course the temperatures really get cold once you get farther north, in the 40 to 50, in the 50 range. Not good. All right, let's slow down a little bit. So there's not a lot of rain. Let's just leave this up. This is the big story. This is your hazards map from the Weather Prediction Center. Oh my goodness. So we got hazardous heat all the way to July the 3rd down for a big part of the Florida Peninsula, all along the East Coast. That red right here. So hazardous heat 629 to 73, and 629. This is your day 3 to 7. This doesn't include today and tomorrow. So we're going to see extreme heats. Even in California here, but all this area extreme, and they're calling it hazardous heat. Pretty much the whole Gulf Coast, from Texas to Florida, along the East Coast. That's just incredible. That's just going to warm up those waters in the Gulf more for sure. So anyway, any seafood update, Joel? Hey, buddy. You know, I thought I put the link. Did I put the link up? I haven't heard about seafood. No, I got red tide. I should have put this. Noah had a decent site that was dedicated to the seaweed. I don't think I put it up. I got called out for trying to ruin our tourism. I felt guilty. Like, you're the reason nobody's coming to Florida to the beaches. I'm like, I'm sorry. I won't talk about it. I don't have it up here, though. I'll look for it. I haven't seen one in a while. I am curious now, to come to think of it. I thought I had a seaweed link, but maybe I don't. Did I put it over here? I thought I had I got a webcam link that's really cool now. I guess I need to start clicking links, but not today. I got too much to do. Hey, Loretta Reed, good morning. Jamie's hot. Good morning, Mr. Fort. Brian, yeah. I got that joke. I-4, Mike mentions over YouTube, nothing. I-4 is awful. I remember when I-4 was like an hour to get to Orlando. Hey, Chris, man, I got your message. Yeah, the big jet flyover. There you go. Good information Chris just posted. There's a big flyover happening. Man, they're going everywhere. What's going on with that? Are they just taking... Tell me more, Chris. What is this about? Big jets flyover. Is it like a... Is it a formation or something? So how close is it going to be to me? It says Busch Gardens, Tampa. Maybe I should go check it out. Skyway at 125. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Film that. Maybe I'll go, instead of storm chasing, I'm going to go Air Force chasing. That's pretty neat. Speaking of tourists, I'll tell you one story that's kind of been sadly in the news. Rip currents up around the upper Gulf Coast, man, along the beaches there, along the Panhandle, has been terrible. I guess, you know, they've been flying flags to stay out of the water, and this is a good representation of how rip currents are. And you get these waves come in, and you get such a pull back into the ocean that you get trapped in one of these rip currents. I mean, and this is showing how incredible the power of the water is right now, pulling, making these rip currents strong back out to sea. So unfortunately, there's been a lot of deaths up in the Panhandle with the rip currents. So it's a real deal. I mean, you don't think about the water, you think it's all peaceful and stuff. So pay attention to those flags, man. And you know, I met the gentleman up there in Panama City that controls these flags, and it's a big deal, man. You gotta be really careful when they issue these rip current risks, man. Especially if you're not a good swimmer and kids. Don't take a chance. I mean, it's a real thing. Nice sunny day like this, and power of that water just is a real deal. So be careful out there if you are in the water. But so let's see what else is cooking here. In the south, anything? No, just hot. Tropics quiet. You know, the MJO's coming around, a little bit of an enhanced phase rolling in to start July. So you know, that'll help kickstart anything that's trying. Global Tropics Hazards Map isn't really showing any areas. You know, increased moisture. This is that general area that we've been showing, I think, that's been popping. But, you know, this brown up here is showing you dry, and that's a lot of it is because of the Saharan dust. Kind of limiting things right now leading up to the 4th at least. And let's look at some long-range models here. You can kind of see. Let's go to the icon. We'll go to Tropical Tidbits here and just take a look. Go to the 00Z icon. You know, we're just looking for the organized areas. Here's a little pop-up of Old Cindy. You know, nothing really showing. There's that weak little wave, the first, second, kind of rolling in. Nothing organized. The icon's still showing it. Here's Old Cindy, kind of skirting by and missing Nova Scotia, maybe Newfoundland. But it's not very organized. Here's that wave we keep talking about around July 3rd. Weak. Little lows been popping up here around Bermuda. Just kind of sitting out there in the middle Atlantic. Nothing organized. Let's go to Canadian model. Here's Old Cindy barely making an impact to Nova Scotia. Here's a low pressure area that might kind of get going in the middle Atlantic. There's that wave, the July 3rd, nothing really organized. So high confidence of low confidence for tropical. The Euro not hardly showing anything either. So here is leftover Cindy. And maybe trying to organize into the weekend, getting close to Nova Scotia. But here's that other little low. I mean, there is solid support of some weird little low popping up out here July 4th, but that's about it. Too far to really talk July 4th yet forecast, I think. We can look, I guess, maybe. Let's go Western Atlantic, see maybe moisture on the Euro at least. We can kind of show. Oh, here's that blob. Nothing going. I mean, it's just nothing really at all. So, yeah, just heat. There's 100 aircraft in 2 formations. 100? Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Yeah, Laura, double red flag. Stay out of the water. It's tough, man. I mean, I'm an outlaw. You know? Emily, where you at? Tropical wave over your island. Yeah, you probably are talking about the little guy down there, right? We talked a little bit about it. You can see it really clear right here. There it is. Tropical wave crossing the islands. A lot of heavy rain to the south side of the Lesser Antilles. You can go to surface charts here and get a good look at it. There's our high pressure locked in over the south. That's bringing in the heat. And there's our little wave. Wave, wave, wave. Double wave. Everybody wave. But as far as upcoming weather goes, I mean, it's just hot. I'll show you some models here. What's up, Miss Jody? What's up, Ian Campbell? Jamaica? Yeah, I think this wave's heading your way, buddy. How you doing, man? This little wave right here looks like you're going to get some juice from it tomorrow, Thursday. Here's the current look. This whole mess right here is making its way. So you might get some out of this, maybe. Keep an eye on it. You know, tropical wave. That's Cindy up here bubbling away. Old Brett really didn't do anything. So yeah, Ian, you got a little bit coming from this guy right here. A little bit. Hey, Keisha from Jamaica. I was just talking to a fella on YouTube from Jamaica. So we got 2 people from Jamaica watching. How about that? Well, let's hope the El Nino kicks in for y'all and keeps the tropics wind shear high and limits the season for you. But this little blob might make it your way. We can take a look here, high resolution. Let's take a look at the we'll look at the icon. The icon does really good with I gotta zoom it back. I hate that big one. The icon does pretty good with these weaker systems. So let's take a look here if it makes it over there or not. It might make it over there. It's going to be tough. You might get some rain Thursday, Friday. Here's Friday. Yeah, you might get a little bit. Maybe. So yeah, possibly. It's a combination of a few things, but looks like some rain coming Thursday, Friday. Friday looks pretty decent chances for you guys at Jamaica. Cool. God, Chris, are you kidding me? That's that many planes, man. That might be really intense to go check it out. I think I might do that. I think I'm going to check it out. That might be incredible to see. So you're saying Skyway at 125. We'll see. All right. I don't know. Let's just talk about the heat real quick, and we'll wrap it up. There's really not a ton to talk about right now. Kind of covered it. But the heat's a big story, obviously. Heat indexes are just unbelievable right now, and it's going to last that way pretty much. Let's just do the southeast real quick, show everybody what to expect. So your daily highs, the white areas are about 100 degrees. So you can just see it get worse. Here's today. Doesn't seem that bad today, right? Look at tomorrow. Boom. Look at Thursday. Oh my God. We got 111s showing up in Arkansas. How's that even possible? Here's Friday. We might hit some hundreds down in Florida. 100 maybe for Pensacola. This is on Friday. Hundreds across lower Louisiana. We got, I mean, it's incredible heat. Look at Mississippi, man. 105. 105 in Alabama, 104 in Mississippi. Saturday, Georgia's like all hundreds. This isn't heat index. This is high temperatures. These aren't heat index. These are legit temperatures coming. This is Saturday. Sunday, a little cool down, a little moisture comes back, still hundreds everywhere. And then Monday starts to get a little more reasonable. So after Saturday, the roller coaster goes down a little bit. Still hot on Sunday. And not too bad on Tuesday, at least for a lot of places are doing fireworks on Saturday night this year, I saw, July 1st. So check your schedules. I know, I think I read Safety Harbor here in our area. So Oldsmar does theirs a different day. I think they do them during our Oldsmar days or something. But Safety Harbor does the Upper Tampa Bay fireworks up here by me. And I think I read that they're doing them Saturday night this year, which is different because Monday is July 3rd usually, or Tuesday, July 4th. So check your local areas on when they're going to do fireworks. Tuesday's July 4th. The taste of freedom. Hey, Eric, you know what? I cannot believe I did not check up on the Rays last night. We watched the baseball college game. Man, I don't know. Oh, that's because they weren't on. I remember Google. I remember now. That's why I think I went out there and TikToked it last night because the Rays are on tonight. They're playing the Diamondbacks. Ooh, Diamondbacks have a pretty good record right now. But I don't know why the Gainesville didn't pull that pitcher, man. I mean, they had bases loaded. He hit a batter, he walked a batter, and then they pulled him. It's like that was a bad inning. All right, anything we talk about a little bit. Hey, Ian, the heat domes are just rolling high pressures. I mean, it's just the fluid nature of the atmosphere. These waves pulsate around. Let's really do a big zoom here. How big can I do North America here? Usually it's on the 500 millibar level that you really see it. But if I do it fast forward, this is just the pattern of the Earth. You know, I mean, you just get fluctuations, and right now you can kind of see what's going on here in our south. This is your 500 millibar ridge through this week, and it's just high pressure dome. You know, I mean, we got a low pressure out over California. It's going to push it along. Eventually, you know, usually they get replaced, you know, by a low pressure area. But we're not seeing any sort of jet stream dip that would bring any changes. So it could stay hot for a while. That's why we're looking at high heat all the way to July 4th. Is just we're not getting any dip in the jet to bring down, you know, a change in weather. So here's a good look at it right now, though, with the Euro. This is Thursday, and that's just a high pressure on the upper levels. Can't help but see a face. But yeah, I don't know. I got some long range maps too. Let's look at so if I go down here, I got an 8 to 10 day map, 8 to 14 day outlook. This will kind of show you what's happening. I believe 8 to 10 day. Yep, 8 to 10 day. So we'll do temperature. Let's see. This one goes out a week from now. So let's take off temperature. Well, what's the green area? I don't even know what the green area. Oh, that's precipitation. So there's your heat map for days 8 through 14. This is a week from next week, and you can still see high heat hanging around. High heat out west. So this is and there's a static picture of this too. We can look at composite map here for temperature. This is so, oh god, high heat again. This is a long range prediction map, 7/8 through 7/10. High heat past July 4th, but look at this high heat for South Florida, July 4th through the 5th. So that heat's going to linger past 4th of July, at least for southern bottom half of Florida. Could be some heavier rain though. July 4th through July 8th here across Mississippi Valley region. Upper Gulf, high rain. No snow hazards. You got to worry about no snow. All right, Maria, what's up, Brew Crew? I got your text, Chris. Oh, there it is. Let's take a look at it here. Maybe I should share that. That's pretty neat. It's called the Operational Centennial Contact. Wow. June 27th, 152 aircraft, 50 states in one day. Wow. That's pretty awesome. That's a cool little map. I'll share it. Cool. All right. Well, that's about it. Keep it short and sweet. I'm going to go drink some coffee with Mom and Dad. Sahara dust, yeah. Oh, Dusty, and yeah, we talked about the dust. You must have came up late. But yeah, you got a big plume heading your way in a few days, for sure. That same plume might end up making it to us into early July. So you're going to see, excuse me, look at that. So you got a big plume coming your way around July 2nd and 3rd. Maybe a little bit falling in behind. So you might have a few days of it. July 2nd and 3rd, it gets there. And then a little break. So I did 5 o'clock somewhere, Dan. Too early, man, for me. So I did a little video yesterday on TikTok and YouTube, and I kept saying it looks it's going to feel like Mars. Well, I didn't realize. I always thought Mars was hot, or I just assumed Mars was hot because it looks like it's hot. It looks like air, it looks like the deserts of Arizona. Why am I slouching? But really, it was more about looking like the milky skies. Like I say, you see the Mars images, and that's what the skies are milky. You don't see blue sky in Mars, so that was supposed to be my reasoning of saying it's going to feel like Mars. I was called out a lot, but I had a lot of likes or a lot of views. What are we up to now? 78,000. It will feel like Mars. So I didn't say temperature-wise. Feel means like you'll feel like you're at Mars because you see hazy skies. Anyway, Hunter over there snoring. What's up, Miss Shelley? Got 2 Shelleys. Canadian smoke, that's a big thing. We've been talking a lot about that. Rain coming up. Let's talk about that. I don't see a lot of rain in the forecast, at least in the south and east. Let's keep it on the southeast here quick. So really all the way to the weekend. This is Saturday, Sunday. So this weekend, very little rain across the south and the east coast especially. Nothing really cumulative. Just that high pressure just locking things in. Maybe some juice here first part of next week leading up to the 4th. But total precip maps, this is rainfall through the weekend. All the way, that would include today, which is Tuesday. I mean, if you include all rain until the weekend, we might not even see a drop here in the Florida West Coast, upper Panhandle region. Definitely not Louisiana into Texas. So 0 rain chances for a lot of folks along the west central parts of Florida and the upper Panhandle and the coastal areas of Carolinas. Very, very, very little rain. This is a rain map through Sunday. That's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday. So very, 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 very little rain. Texas, Louisiana, rain accumulation. Look at that. That's that high pressure dome just locked in right there. So 0 rain for most of Louisiana through Texas. And that's through the weekend. That's our high pressure area that we showed that's going to be parked over big part of the region here. High pressure. This is Saturday high pressure, Sunday high pressure, Monday high pressure. So things are cooking. Alan, Lake City, I know where it's at, buddy. It'll probably be dry for you, Alan. Not too bad. Well, anyway, that's about it. Let's wrap it up. We'll be live tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna be live Friday, Shelly. I think we got to go to Daytona. There's a softball camp, so I'm 99% sure no live on Friday. So, and that's it. So we showed all some Furman gear. Don't forget that. Don't forget our great friends here locally, Done Right Roofing. I shared a nice little article from them yesterday. Of course, if you have any mold inspections, this is a great ally to have on your side. If you have any water damages, air quality experts. We have South Florida friends, Smith and Vanture, that have been with me forever, sponsored a little box here. So if you need an attorney, you never know. It's always good to have friends that are MWP fans. I haven't added any new links in a while. Don't forget, go down to the Twitter feed. Reed just posted a video 6 minutes ago. He's storm chasing in Colorado, it looks like. In Kansas, he's always out storm chasing. He loves the storm chase. Severe thunderstorm watch just got posted for Oklahoma. How about that? Let's go check that out. So we just had a severe thunderstorm. Oh, there's a little spot right here. This little guy. So there you go. Severe thunderstorm watch for Oklahoma into Arkansas. Fort Smith. I got a buddy who lives there. It's Fort Smith, Arkansas. So that little cell looks like it's probably moving, obviously, east-southeast. And they're watching it for strong storms right now. What else cool stuff we got posted here on? So we got a lot of smoke. Wisconsin talking about the smoke. We talked a lot about that. Fires, risks high. I guess today's National Sunglass Day, huh? Oh, here's some Canadian smoke. Check this picture. There's some pictures of that on there. So that's the big news, of course, in summertime heat. And if you're wondering what those little snorts are, it's Hunter. He's snoring away. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be live tomorrow. See if the weather changes. Weather always changes. Don't let these little lulls put you to sleep, because every time we get a little lull, things heat up. And it's just a matter of time. We're going to be talking about something. So enjoy the break while it lasts. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.